Welcome back, guys, to Replay Thursday episode 12. This is game 3. We have a PvT Min-Master League. What went wrong? I clumped up and didn't make Ninja Squad or Zealot I Templar. Also, in the first fight, I could end this by reinforced Panon. Panon where? That face. Alright, we'll take a look at your PvT, and I'll try to give you as best advice as I can. I mean, this map is a little tricky for the scouting part. Once you scout after gate, that's fine. That's good. We'll put the production tab. We'll put the production tab. We'll put the title like this. Alright, so GLHF. Alright, so 3 chrono on probes, always. So right now you're not chronoing. So, you know, if you made it to Min-Master by doing only 2 chrono on probes versus Terran, that's pretty damn good. Because Terrans, you know, their mules, they're pretty good. And you're supposed to do 4 chrono on probes versus Terran, so... Alright, now you're catching up. Send a probe at the natural. If he's not trying to block with a CV, cancel the Zot. Make a... Oh! Oh, nice. Alright. A lot of people have been either catching on or watching my stream and learning, so that's good. This Panon right here, I don't agree. Let's say you would do like a 4 racks, all in, pull all the SCVs. The Panon is just gonna die. Like, it's nice to have a Panon there, but the Panon is there when you need a Panon after the expand is finished. Because right now, like I said, if he all-ins you, the Panon is gonna die. You're gonna be sad. Let's see, what else? Whoops. Alright. You need to grab the gases, like, yeah, really early. Alright. Chrono, well, I mean, I would say chrono probes, but then again, if he is pushing, you might need to chrono, so yeah, right now you know that he's got an expand, so now you chrono probes. The Robo Bay is a bit late. Alright. Okay, so you're chronoing, but yeah, the Robo Bay. Okay, the Robo Bay. Now put down a forge. Since he expanded and he's doing standard. Well, actually, you need to confirm that he's doing standard. But with these positions, the mothership core, it's a little hard. But yeah, you're not adding any. You're adding like the gases before gates. You're not making a forge. So yeah, you could do better with that. Chrono probes, fill the gases, make 2 sentries. Yeah, you scout, like, you're pushing really late with the mothership core, but with these positions you kind of try. Yeah, you make like a lot of gates, and there's no forge, there's no tech. So there's a forge 30 seconds behind what I usually make, and sometimes I'll make it, you know, gate, robo, forge, second gate. So okay, so you make 2 sentries to save up energy. That's good. You got 1 observer. You got 1 observer in the robo base. Oh no, so you got 2 observers, and you're making a 3rd one. So that's good. I'm happy. I'm happy so far. So you're getting armor. You're getting Colossus. Arthos is Pylon. Arthos is Pylon. So you gotta be careful. No Pylon spread. Usually at this point, you want to send a probe to check all the map, all the bases, just like that. Because sometimes they'll make hidden orbitals, so yeah, you have to be careful. I mean, you're going heavy into Colossus. You're grabbing a 3rd before him. Your drop defense is like this stalker right here, with the mothership core. That's gonna do photon overcharge, but I mean, you know. So you make a few more stalkers. Your observer movement, non-existent. You gotta move that guy, follow his army. This observer right here, it's 1 observer for drops, 2 for following his army. And the 2nd observer for following his army is after you confirm a 3rd CC. This right here, you never do this. This is versus Zerg. I mean, it's okay versus mech, but he's clearly not going mech. So you got a nice army. Alright, so mothership core is hotkeyed on your main control group, which makes you have to tab to force field. You don't want to do that. So you want, like, put the mothership core on move command onto one of the Colossus, and that way you'll do better. Let's see. So you're getting blink, you're getting armor. But like blink's really late. Okay, so you should have seen the medevac come, but you weren't looking. Like that's the thing. Like when you're playing versus Terran, you're looking at your army, and then you're looking at your army, you're making probes, you're making units, and then while you do that, you always look at the minimap, always look at the minimap, always look at the minimap, always look at, just look at your main army and look at the minimap. So like if his army comes, you'll know. If you're looking at the minimap, you'll see a drop, and then you would have seen that drop, and well, that drop is 4 Marines, so I don't know how much damage he's gonna do at this point. Well, I guess you didn't know it was 4 Marines. I was gonna say just kill the Marines on you. You attacked them at the front, so yeah, that was good. I mean, look at it. Oh, but yeah, that's why like around like 10-11 minutes, I always make a cannon per middle line. That way, when he drops right, focus fire probes, so it gives you time to pull them away, and it gives you time to go defend. But yeah, I mean, yeah, at this, yeah. This is gonna be a tough game for you. So the upgrade wise, I mean, you're on one forge. You usually want to get weapon, especially since you're gonna get range and Colossus. If you're gonna play like that, you want to get weapon. Oh, you get some idle workers. Let's see. So still, like, you're not moving the observer. You need to know, like, okay, he's grabbing a third. Okay, he's got a concave right here. If I go here, I'm good. If I go over to his third, which I guess you didn't know, but you'll force him to do to clump up instead of fighting into a concave. Yeah, you gotta be careful when you blink. You need to know where you're blinking. Yeah, you didn't have a pylon to reinforce your push, and you didn't focus fire the. Yeah, you can micro the Colossus, by the way. You should always try to attack the Marines. But yeah, you had no pylons to reinforce. That's probably what you said, and you cut replays entirely. So I mean, of course you had like a nice chance at winning, but the last thing you want to do is like tunnel vision and do nothing else, you know. So like make some probes, continue the upgrades, chrono the gates. But I mean, I've been there, you know. So like I remember those days, like a year and a half, 2 years ago, when I would like, oh, okay, I'm gonna kill him, and then you don't bring a probe for pylons, you don't continue probes, you don't continue your upgrades, you don't continue chronoing the gates, and then next thing you know, you add him, but then you lose the game, and you're like, ah, and you see at that point he's lost more, but your macro is really like, you know, the gases took forever to get fixed, and everything, so. And you're not getting charged. This also, here's the contradictory thing about your replay, is you get armor, you get +3 armor, but you don't get charge. And so you stay on Colossus with range. That's an automatic weapon for me. Like when I used to open Colossus, I would open range first. So now you realize you didn't have charge, you already have storm, because you're trying to stay a bit more active with the stalkers. Here again, the observer hasn't moved, there's no pylon spread anywhere, and usually when you would scout all across, you would leave, let's say like the probe here, you would pull it, you would like make a pylon. Like when I'd scout for this old map, I'd leave a pylon here, let's scout again, leave a pylon here, leave the probe there, come in, if he comes and kill it, you have a, if he comes and kill the probe, that's because he plans to expand there, so then you send a few zealots from this pylon over here. But yeah, it's just, I mean, like the macro part is good, like you're min-master for a good reason. But the thing is, you don't do like the extra little things that make PvT easier for, not easier, but like that helps get better results in this matchup. And I mean, your stalker count is like really high. I mean, yeah, it's high. I'd rather, yeah, it's really high. But yeah, I'd rather you mix in Archons than have this many stalkers, to be honest. Alright, so yeah. Yeah, the thing is, you always need, like, you're min master, right? So you always need to flank with a second group of Templar, because this is always gonna happen, no matter how good you play. So yeah, here again, I mean, if you reinforce, you have a chance. Blink them one by one, you know? Just like it would be a PvP or a PvZ. Blink them one by one. And the Archons right there, I mean, you didn't have an upgrade lead. Like, throughout the game, you always check the upgrade lead. Like, who has the lead? Alright, if you don't have the lead, you're not gonna win with Archons. You're gonna win with, like, miraculous storms. So yeah, like and like Marauders are really strong, so if you want to mix in Immortals, like, be my guest, because otherwise it's gonna be really hard. And like, I don't think you caught on that he had a fourth. So, you know, leaving a few Zealots here, then he has to split over here, and then you flank him. Like, that's great. Again, the observer didn't move. But, I mean, it's good. Like, I'm really happy you submitted this replay, because there's a lot of mistakes, so it's good for you to learn. The second forge was added way too late, but then again, you tried to do a pressure here and you got flustered. But, and I believe there's a second robo, unless you, like, add idle Colossus, where, yeah, you had idle Colossus. But the second robo in this stage of the game. Oh, nice, finally the Zealots. But that should have been done earlier. That should have been done when you took that fight and you got EMP'd. And then you flank him. Like, you need to know where his army is and stuff. And also, you don't have the tower. Imagine if you had a Marine there.
Is under attack.
Yeah, you just clump all your Templar, man. That's not good. You make a lot of them. You should split them. Oh, he pulled SCVs or what? No! And by the way, okay, so when you do this, by the way, you need to rework your hotkeys. You're min master and you're on 4 hotkeys, so you need to move some stuff and start using, you know, maybe Control Q or other stuff. But when they move ghosts forward like that, you don't A-move everything. You just click on the Colossus and you try to focus fire the ghost, and you can blink forward. But right now, oh, what the? I mean, yeah, like, I don't even have to say anything. Like, it was obvious. You were all clumped. You didn't get any storm off, and you were like beyond on upgrades. You know, he's at 3-3. You're at 3-1-1. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things to learn. You know, second robo, army composition, flanking with Templar, spreading pylons, sending Fusats, then attacking him, moving the observer, having vision of what he's doing. When you're beyond on upgrades, pray with storm, don't make Archons, and 2 robo. So yeah, thank you NXT for submitting this replay. We all learn a lot, I feel, from your game, of things of not to do, so hopefully it was helpful. So guys, that was game 3 of Replay Thursday episode 12. We'll be back in just a bit with game 4. Stay tuned.